Welcome everybody to our first PC Cup of February. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, and we've got some great teams playing today. Let's not waste any time in seeing who we've got to head into battle. Shazam! First of all, we will have Vision from India come in as our #1 seed. Legend Never Dies. My apologies, only just a single legend. We'll be going up against Shalom from the Dominican Republic. The Golden Boys from Canada will be going up against the Barcelos from Argentina. Commando Jungler from Colombia will be going up against Agent Orange. Zahedores and Arab Union will be facing off to then go up against Cyrus the King, our #2 seed, a little bit later on. I believe that we will have, as our first match of the day, Commando Jungler versus Agent Orange. As you can see up here, let's bring up that match and see what we've got in store for ourselves. So yep, we'll be heading on to the conversion, then the streets, and if we do get around to a rooftops, we'll be heading to the rooftops. Let's see, let's check in what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey Crank, good to see ya. Yeah, great to see some familiar faces in the chat, and for any of you guys who are new to the stream, welcome as well. Hope you do enjoy what we do here. Of course, I'll try and fit in as many custom games as possible because we are playing on PC, which means that I can actually play and not that I won't embarrass myself, but that I can at least play the game in some small capacity. Let's see. Oh, I've got the passkey for the first game, which is great. So we should be getting into that pretty soon. I have received some updates as far as, so MC5 Tax was saying you're having some problems with you haven't received credits. Apparently there has been a bit of a delay on the Game Loft end of things, so they should be coming out in this coming week. So if you're missing any credits, do apologise. It has taken a little bit longer than usual because of, I'm not sure exactly of the reason, but some difficulties on the Game Loft end of things. So we'll be getting set up for this first game. Please do stay tuned, and we'll be back with our pre-game lobby in just a couple of minutes. Alright guys, let's get things underway for our very first game of the day between Commando Jungler and Agent Orange. Commando Jungler over on the blue side, Agent Orange over on the red. Let's see how things lead out for our very first game of the day. Once more, we have 10 teams playing, and we have our Twitch giveaway going on right now as well. So please do get your entries in over there, hashtag RO16, if you'd like to join in. To start with, we will follow old Louis here because they've got a duck face going on, and honestly, what better reason could you have for following someone when there have yet to be any kills in the opening moments? If we take a look up at the map, we are seeing Agent Orange from the UK taking a little bit of a more defensive stance, but a nice little incursion there from the Commandos, going through and stealing away a kill for themselves. So we've got the spread of the Commandos on the blue side, perhaps looking to try and punch through one part of Agent Orange's defense up on that top side. Louis, of course, the duck face leading the way to victory, will be on the first to get a kill, but I think we've got the beginnings of the Commando push starting here. And actually a trade of kills as Louis goes in, gets a trade kill back, Tito gets one as well, and the Commandos take the early lead, managing to sneak in, conduct a raid on the Agent Orange lines and come out ahead. Now of course, with the advantage, as short-lived as that might be, well there we go, which has been erased, the opportunity was there, at least for the Commandos to pull back and force Agent Orange to abandon their defensive position to get back in contention kill-wise. However, it looks like perhaps the Commandos have bitten off a little bit more than they can chew, and Agent Orange have been able to find their way back into a pretty healthy lead actually. Let's drop in with Blood. A low accuracy but a high amount of kills. Will get taken down though by a nice little flank from the other members of the Commandos. I think Blood is going to be by far the highest scoring member in the game using the Assault class. I was going to, I'm going to say, as many people have said before, how common the Morph and Sniper have been, but it's interesting to see the top scoring player eschewing? I don't even know how to say that word. I have to look it up. Not using either of those, and actually having a lot of success with it. Johnson and Fun both getting kills across, and it's looking like Agent Orange are doing extremely well for themselves. Alpha, Beta, Gamma. I appreciate you giving the old reminder about vMix. I will look it up. It makes you feel better. I've been messing around with OBS Studio to try and get some new effects going. Hey TS1, nice to see ya. MC5 to Hacksaw. I probably won't be able to answer the riddles right now because I'm too busy looking at the game. Let's hop back across to Louis for the side of the Commandos. 2 and 4 so far. Certainly not a touch on Blood's 11 and 4. And it's looking, from a very, very even start of the game, it's looking much more like it's going to be a dominant Agent Orange performance. From the start of the game, we've seen the agents in the back side of the field just picking up kills where they can, and with such a huge numbers advantage. Oh, sorry, yeah, kill number advantage, that is. I don't see a way back into this one with Commandos because the situation seems to be playing out the same way over and over again. The Commandos are able to go through, steal away a few kills, but much like their namesakes, better at sneak attacks than holding ground. As once more, the Commandos get wiped out nearly to the last player. Let's drop in with Mav, who's also a YouTuber. Who's doing exceptionally well for themselves, goes up 4-0, gets away with the melee kill. No, in fact they don't. Gets traded across. The danger of the melee kills, of course, as always, is going to be that the opposition will come up behind you and give you old clonk to the noggin. Shapeshifter, the number 3 for Agent Orange, just running at the back side here. Going to back up the rest of the team. We do have a trader kills coming through there. Shapeshifter able to take out Tito, though, just in time. Tito, the top scoring player for the side of the Commandos. A potential avenue back into this game, but 20 kills ahead for Agent Orange is honestly crazy. Because we've got 10 teams playing today, we are expecting this. You know, the situation will generally be that the first round will be the least even because we'll have the highest seeds going up against the lowest seeds. But I believe these two came in as relatively closely matched. But, however, it was on paper. Agent Orange have taken game 1 with a huge 23 kill advantage. MC5 to Hacksaw. I have not caught up on those Bollywood movies. I did write them down there on my list of things to do. I will absolutely get on that. But yes, Blood going to be our MVP from that game. 23 and 10. And rocking the Assault class as well, which is pretty neat. We can see that. And the old Oni armor. Yeah, Mark 6 as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Hopefully, we might encourage others to try the Assault as well. Good to see it mixing things up. But for now, we'll be heading it to a break before we bring you the game 2 of the Commandos versus the Agents. Alright guys, let's get back into things once more. Commando Jungler still over on the blue side, Agent Orange over on the red. Agent Orange dominated pretty darn hard in game number 1 thanks to their very defensive style strategy, which the Commando Junglers seem to be able to deal with for a little while, but time unfortunately for them told. First blood though will go in the favour of the Colombian team, the Commandos. Now they are able to at least execute on something of what they were hoping for last time round, which is to try and draw Agent Orange out of hiding. It looks like the number 2 from Agent Orange, Blood, tried to make a run out of the defensive line of the UK team over on the red. Unfortunately for him, not able to get those maybe just a couple of extra kills, so hoping to even things up and get things back into more Agent Orange centric territory. Three to 1, Commando Jungler. I think we need to keep an eye on them on the map. Again, it's going to be Blood. You can see at the front of the Agent Orange line, the number 2 for the red side, going out, being the person who puts their head above the parapet. Unfortunately for Agent Orange, it's not working out terrifically well for them. The Commando Junglers doing a pretty good job of punishing Blood as they try and come out by themselves. I assume what the Agent Orange team are trying to go for here is that by sending out a single member, they minimize the chances of Commando Junglers getting it further ahead. It seems to slowly be working a little bit as we actually tie things up 4-4. Agent Orange really want to try and get a kill here to put them in the lead though. And not only will they get that, they'll get 3. So this completely changes the nature of the map, as I'm sure you guys are more than familiar with me saying. Agent Orange now can sit back, playing this hyper defensive style, which they love oh so much, as more kills come in Agent Orange's way. MC5 Hacker, if your stream is frozen, I would maybe recommend either reloading the webpage, or I would perhaps change to one of the other channels. The Twitch giveaway is going on at the moment, so if you want to take part in that, it's as good a time as any to get in. Louis gonna poke his nose between a few boxes, get shot in the face, and stand there, overload, and die. Let's check back in with Blood, our MVP from the previous game. I think that's, you know, those stats not going to be anywhere near as good in game number 2. But the skill nonetheless is still there. Blood able to access the back line of the Commando Junglers to provide a little bit of a mix-up for the Agent Orange side. This game has been kind of strange in that we've got this defensive line from Agent Orange, but they're not really the ones actually seeing the action. It's the few of the best members of the Agent Orange side running out into the field, trying to get behind the lines of Commando Jungler and steal away a few extra kills. But there's 3 for the Junglers there, traded 2 back from Orange. But it's starting to look a little bit better for the Colombians. Sabertooth, you want to give away in December and you haven't gotten anything? If you could put down your dog tag and platform in the chat, I will pass your details across to Gameloft, because you definitely should have received a giveaway which you got in December. There's a little bit of a delay at the moment because apparently this the person who needs to do it is out of the office, but anything from that far back should not be affected by that anyway. Alright, back into things. Agent Orange only ahead by 2 on the Commando Junglers, and as soon as I utter those words, the Commando Junglers even things up. It's looking a lot better for the Commandos this time around. Last time really getting, I think, frustrated with how good Agent Orange's defense was. This time around, it's just honestly, it's a lot more messy. MC5 to Hacksaw. I can restart the stream, but I don't. If other people are saying they can see the stream fine, I think it's going to be a problem on your end rather than on the stream's end. I don't think restarting would make a difference. Tez, if you can, put your dog tag and platform in the chat. I'll do my best to grab those after the game and pass them along to Redeem. Anyway, back into things. Less than 2 minutes left to play. Agent Orange looking pretty good here, though it's nowhere near as much of a dead certainty as before. Tito, if you remember from last game, was a flanking monster for the Commando junglers, but with the way this map is configured, the streets, the avenues of approach are relatively limited. Tito does manage to land a kill with a grenade though, looking to try and turn that into a second. I think actually the way towards the back line of Agent Orange is open at the moment, but I don't think they realise, or maybe they don't realise that in fact the peril is coming from an entirely different direction. Agent Orange really seem to be working on their flanking style in this game. They've got, I think they've sort of nominally had the backfill for a while, but now that's been taken over entirely by the Commando junglers, and instead Agent Orange have transitioned to this much more roaming force, which seems to allow for them to get a lot of trade kills in, which is of course excellent when you are 1 kill away from winning. And just like that, Agent Orange have made it through to the next round of competition. So that was quarterfinals, I believe. I'll just double check that. I think, yes, that was a quarterfinal between Commando Jungler and Agent Orange. So they will be one of our first teams heading into the semi-final. So about you guys who are missing some credit arenas, Tez, I'm just going to grab your details here. Missing credits. That's what. Okay, and Sabertooth over on Twitch page. I've got you there as well. So just let me make a note. Alright guys, so with the conclusion of the series, Agent Orange will advance. We will be heading ourselves to a little break where we try and get that next game set up for you. But we have got a Twitch giveaway winner to draw. So let's do that while we've got your attention. Okay, our Twitch giveaway winner will be Mr. R7. Please post your dog tag and platform. So I'll send that out across all channels. Mr. R7, if you are still around, please do let me know what your dog tag and platform are, and then we'll get you put in for those 400 credit arenas. Alright guys, we will be right back with our next game coming up soon. Alright guys, we are waiting on our next tournament game. So, if you'd like to come and play on stream, let's take ourselves along to some streets, just like we saw being played out before between Agent Orange and the Commandos. ESL 123 will be your pass key to get in. Let me just change over that on the bottom of the screen. Shazam! Pass key ESL 123 as always. So let's see if we can get ourselves filled up. We will. The usual conditions apply, which is that if a tournament game does come up and we get the pass key for it while this game is going on, we will have to abandon ship. So for any of you guys who are still playing, you can carry on playing, of course, but as far as the stream is concerned, we always have to prioritize those tournament games. So let's see how many of you guys can get in here. ESL 123. Once we've got, let's say, about 6 or so, then we'll go for it. Let's see, what have you guys been saying? But has to be. Come to my channel and see the best kills of MC versus an MC5. Well, that's quite a claim. I think someone... I think someone else wanted me to say their name on the stream, but I've lost them. So maybe they'll have to come back and ask me again. Alright, we're getting a decent amount of people in. I think if we keep spamming invites, we should be able to get going. Weisker? I'm not sure exactly when the next tournament game will be going. I suspect that there are a lot of games in progress right now, which is why we're kind of in a bit of a dead spot as far as tournament games go, but that won't stop us from having a bit of good old fun with all you on a stream. Alright, if we can get 4v4, can we do that? I don't know. Fizzy's just teasing me. What a scallywag. Oh, we've got more players. Oh, I see. It's the players jumping from side to side. Come on, guys. All right, 4v4. Let's do it. I don't think I actually ever fixed my loadouts to be not terrible, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so heading out into the streets, a replication, if you will, of our last quarter-final game. But do you think you guys can do better? I think we probably, neither of the teams going to be coordinated enough to actually try and hold on to the back area with any kind of serious force. Let's go in as a heavy and see how things go. I have members from Agent Orange on my team. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that. Well, it's 3v4 right now, so I'm going to stick with my good buddies. Oh, there we go. Yes, Blood. I do remember Blood joining in. So if you guys who are still watching haven't decided to throw in your hats as of yet. Oh, I'm getting stuck with my teammates. ESL 123, you can still join in the game in progress as Gat gets the first kill for us, the heroic red team. Still looking for a target. We've got blue team under just there. They are just not here. Vikesh typing global on streaming? I'll give that a try next time. I'm still trying to figure out where are the blue team. Oh, just on the opposite side of the map from where I am. Okay. We can see Blood. Get into a bit of fight. I think this will be a nice vantage point to overlook what's happening. Alright, well, ultimately unnecessary. Aha! I killed someone! Hey, Junior Mendez. So I'm going to try and learn from what you guys do, and duck myself behind some cover when I'm reloading rather than just stand around like a goof. We will most likely do the Twitch giveaway winner redraw because Mr. R7 does not appear to be here. Oh man, I shot that guy right in the butt. But sadly, it was not meant to be. Oh man, blood stealing all my kills. What a jerk. Oh. I did not last very long at all. I've got to learn to lead my shots a little better because I'm not so used to the grenades or... Yeah, grenades having the travel time, whereas the shotgun, not so much. Still has a little bit of travel time. Ah, I can actually see on the map. That's... See, that's something which I've seen you guys doing, which is instead of trying to run away from somebody, just run towards them, and I think they get so put off by someone who's running straight at them, or at least at a slight angle to them, that it's a little hard to really deal with it. Oops. Oh man, I keep getting sniped at. It's tough. But apparently the Slack is a newbie enough of a weapon for me to be able to thrive and survive on. Now I've got a short and long range weapon in my arsenal. Oh wait, no I don't. What am I talking about? I picked it up as a primary weapon. I feel like I was emotionally helping. Oh, John Set. What a jerk. Ah. Apparently, emotional harm was enough to do him in. Alright. Well, that will do it. So, let's see about getting a redraw done on Twitch. Okay. New Twitch winner will be Sabertooth, but with an extra E. Sabertoothy. Sabertoothy, please post your dog tag and platform if you'd like some free credit arenas. Alright guys, we'll be heading to a break, looking out for our next tournament game, so please do stay tuned, and we'll be back either with another custom game or with another tournament game, if we get lucky, in 7 minutes time. Alright guys, back once more with the Stardars taking on Legend Never Dies for our first semi-final of the game. Gina Mendez, hello to you too on YouTube. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bastardos rocking the blue, Legend on the red side. Looks like the Bastardos have managed to take the high ground for the time being. If we were playing a rush, this would certainly be the place to be, as this is where the central relay spawns, but on the team deathmatch, it's merely the advantage of being able to shoot down the opponent, giving you a lot more of a target than shooting upwards. First blood will also fall to the Bastardos, who actually seem to have more or less kind of not abandoned their upper position, but are spreading themselves out a little bit to be able to take advantage of the inevitable offense. Popeye, I think, maybe just hesitated for a moment there, had one of the Bastardos dead to rights in the center of their sights, but didn't take the shot. 1 minute down, 1 kill apiece. Legend Never Dies certainly are taking their time about considering how to tell the best kind of story. One of the Legend Never Dies players as well, Over. Oh, I'm not sure actually if Over was playing. It may have just been an extra player who came in. Drops out as we go 2 apiece. John Parker getting the trade kill back for Legend Never Dies. Legend get another one on that good old John Parker, but let's drop it in with Louis P for the side of the Bastardos. Certainly not a stranger at all to the Modern Combat 5 streams. Louis P been around for quite a while and been shown off with that BSW. So far though, their only impact has been a single kill, but in a low total kill game. That's still a pretty sizable proportion, as Bastardos managed to get one more kill. Louis P does get the flank on, I think couldn't quite land that last shot, ends up ricocheting off some furniture, looking for one more, does get one of those kills through, goes down to 8% health, decides discretion is better than going in full bore on low health, which I've seen more than a few times. When you're working in such a sniper heavy meta, getting hit once oftentimes can just mean that you're dead. Case in point there as Louis P takes out John Parker. Sorry, Louis Parker is of course their team name. Louis P firing through the furniture there to land another kill, really abusing how hard it is to keep track of Louis there. But a booty finally will get the trade kill back for Legend Never Dies and equalize things with 4 minutes left to play. Hey, young god Davian, how is it going? We're already in the semi-finals, which means that things are progressing at quite the pace. At the end of this series, we will be drawing our Facebook winner. So do get your entries in for that. Louis P gonna go back to the well again, and a booty again gonna make the punish there. But Louis P gets a little bit of revenge as it finds another target or another potential avenue to funnel bullets through. I don't think they could quite make that last shot, but it was an intriguing prospect as a booty again takes down Louis P. A rivalry in the making. Trey kill back once more. As the matching snipers get their work done, Booty gets a kill of their own. Extremes Gaming, I appreciate your hustle. Booty will be taken to the mat once more by Louis P. Though John Parker is keeping those kill numbers up. I think it's almost entirely on the back of Louis P right now, who almost gets taken out by that high explosive round. Fortunately for the side of Bastardos, their big point score, as we can see on the scoreboard, is leading the points by themselves. Even on a losing team, Bastardos are behind by 1. Louis P is still the strongest player. Though that does raise the question, what are the rest of the Bastardos going to do to try and back up Louis P and maybe stop these counter snipes, which haven't worked out super well. Good shot there from Louis. Now he can shoot through that particular piece of furniture there. Leading the shot, takes out James Wilson as well. 2 minutes left to play. Legend Never Dies, though, despite all that Louis P is doing, are still behind. I will see if I can... Unfortunately, the spectator on the PC is a little wonky. But I will see if I can find a Booty, because I'd love to see what they were doing as well. Let's see. I don't know if there's a way to get to them. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work the way you might expect. Oh, there we go, a Booty, we got them. So 70% accuracy, it's pretty crazy, honestly. But has taken 6 deaths as well, putting themselves in the line of fire. The side Legend Never Dies takes out Maru Z, as the rest of the Bastardos come out hungering for blood, but will not get it this time round. As Booty continues to work that magic on the BSW, able to near enough take on the entirety of the Bastardos team at one time. Of course, the reality is never quite so simple. There was a little bit of backup there from the other Legend players, but still. Hey, Pro Noob Gameplays, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Keep those faces in your heart at all times, because as we know, a duck is really the only thing that is a truth in this big old universe of ours. Crank, I do agree that 70% accuracy is extremely high, but the certainly has dropped down a lot since then. If any of you guys do see people who are doing anything weird on the stream, then please do save or get that timestamp, send it in for our admins, and they can have a look over it with Game Officer to determine if anyone is doing anything. But just like that, the time has ticked down, and thanks largely to a Booty, Legend Never Dies win out by a single kill in our semi-finals. And honestly, that was a very strange game, incredibly top-heavy. Louis P actually had the most kills by the end of the game, 12 and 4. A Booty falling behind a bit, but the rest of the Legend Never Dies team able to just about pick up the slack. Born to kill the good backup player then, along with John Parker, to just eke Legend Never Dies over. But we will have at least one more game. It could easily go either way. So please do stay tuned for game number 2 of Bastardos vs. Legend Never Dies. Alright guys, we are back for our second semi-final game between Legend Never Dies and Bastardos. Let's get it on Scramble. That's before I pop out. So, Legend Never Dies last time round winning out by a single kill. A very top heavy game with a booty and Louis P dominating the field with their sniper rifles. Now we head on to Scramble, and it looks like we may be having a fight around the storage hangar. Sniper rifles very much going to be the gun that is most able to abuse the rather unusual sightlines that come along with Scramble. At the moment though, it looks like we're going to be seeing both teams trying to play mostly defensively. Legend Never Dies taking up position in the top left hand corner. Bastardos spreading themselves out just a little bit more in the main central area, but also sending a couple of their members around to the side. Yo God Deviant, this is the semi-finals you're looking at right now. Game 2, with Legend Never Dies having one game in hand in this best of 3. A trade of 1 kill early, extremely reminiscent of what we saw before. Let's keep on keeping on, see if we can find where some of these kill numbers are coming through to. Popeye, keeping it a close eye. There we go, Born to Kill. Gonna have the only kill and death for the Legend Never Dies teams, making up for it, taking out Louis P, that #1 player from before. Louis P though, taking out John Parker in return. Crank, I can certainly, well, I'll try and get around as many players as I can. Unfortunately, the scroll wheel doesn't quite work fully with the observer mode on Modern Combat 5 PC at the moment for whatever reason. I'm going to try and get them to fix that if I can, but it may not happen anytime soon. I'll certainly, I believe in the end of game screen there's some stats up there. Certainly Born to Kill has a crazy good accuracy right at the moment. 85%, only fired 7 shots, but 6 of them have all hit and landed kills. Airstrike coming in, but it's Boyk who takes out John Parker and keeps Legend Never Dies from getting it caught up on. Louis P though, doing some nice work. Let's see if we can find them, or we can always make do with Boyk, who I think is hiding in a box right now. I don't think I've seen someone do this before. Oh, nice pop-out kill there on to Born to Kill. Also gets the flank across onto James Wilson. Really smart play here from Boyk, using a strategy I don't think I've ever actually seen someone use before. Just poking their nose into these boxes, very limited sightline. But when a team like Legend Never Dies is playing as defensively as they are right now, their position can only really be in a few different places. So, yeah, nice work. I don't know how aware Legend Never Dies are of where Boyk is. But, hey. If it works, it works. Let's pop across and see what else is going on. Let's see things from the other side. John Parker taking some shelter behind these tanks as Louis P gets another kill through. Let's just see if I can get the camera switched up a bit. As Boyk goes down. There we go, Louis P for the side of the Bastardos. Doing pretty well so far, actually very close in score to Born to Kill. Same kills, almost same deaths as well. John Parker and Boyk going to be the lieutenants to the team captains, the team #1s. Very similar teams. I can only wonder what the team with both the #1 and #2s of both these teams on it would be like. Louis P, nice snapshot of there to take out Born to Kill and finds another angle. It's so few places on Scramble you can truly be safe. Just these tiny sightlines where if you're not already looking down them when the opponent crosses your sights, then I think you're pretty much toast. Louis P almost gets tagged there. It actually goes down to a booty. Echoes of game 1. But still, Louis P well, this is going to be important here. Louis P 11 and 9. actually contributing a lot of the of the Legends Never Dies score right now, as Born to Kill gets another, putting Legends Never Dies 2 ahead with 2 minutes left to play. Louis P stalking for the target. Still, they've got pretty good accuracy as well. But let's pop eye around the place. Let's check in with Boyk, who's just running it up to the field. John Parker taken out by Louis P. 1 kill separating. Every kill going to be enormously important. The amount of kills coming in extremely low in this game. That's John Parker. Hips trying to spot out that little sightline there that has been used to punish Legend Never Dies. Good to see the teams adapting on the fly and trying to make sure they do not fall for the same thing more than once. Checking in with Born to Kill. Well, I think he's going to be our still the number 1 scorer. Kill death ratio pretty similar between the two top, though Born to Kill has dropped behind in sheer numbers. The rest of the Legend Never Dies team, just like game 1, have managed to at least do enough to make it so that Legend Never Dies still remain in the lead, forcing Bastardos to come to them. In the dying moments of the match, we can see the beginnings of an assault building full of Bastardos, who just need to get in and win a trade, but they're going to have to win that trade by 2 if they want to win. A booty, shaking another point from the tree. As the assault starts up, kills start pouring in, but it looks like Legend Never Dies did come out the better of that one, or did they? Whew, a booty and Popeye saved the day right at the end there. Pushing through a whole bunch of kills, and Legend Never Dies will secure their grand final spot. The team from France will be, I believe, our first team to head there. We're waiting on the Agent Orange match in the other semi-final to see who gets through, but since we are done with that, we will be drawing ourselves a Facebook winner. So hopefully you have got your entries in over there. And let's see who we can find. Okay, Jose? Yeah, Jose. Castillo will be our Facebook winner, so if you could post your dog tag and platform. Just going to spam that out everywhere in case Jose is watching from a different platform. Well, Jose, congratulations. Get your details to us, and we'll be back with our next match soon. Alright, all you fine people. We've got a little bit of a delay on our next game, which I think will be the next semi-final. So, while we are waiting, if you'd like to come and join in, ESL123 as always is the passkey for the custom game. So if you'd like to come kill some time messing around on the canals, which is my favourite map that never gets played. Possibly good reason, it's a little over large. Oh, you like Game 1-1, you like to see the ESL brackets? I certainly can accommodate that, at least temporarily. So let's just check that all show up on screen, okay. Alright, so just going to have a quick look at the brackets. So the teams that made it through to the quarters were Vision, Legend Never Dies, Golden Boys, Bastardos, Commando Jungler, Agent Orange, Arab Union, and Cyrus the King. Legend Never Dies won out against Bastardos to make it through to our grand finals. We are waiting on the teams Arab Union and Cyrus the King to play before we know who our other semi-final will be, and from there, our grand final itself. So let's just jump back into things and let's see if we can't fill up this game with all you fine people. I think Jose may not be here on Facebook. If Jose hasn't responded by the time this particular custom game is done, we will do another giveaway draw on Facebook, or at least we'll go from the people who have already entered. The Mob Crush giveaway is going on right now, so please do get your entries in there as well. But yes, I'm not seeing a whole lot of sign of Jose's, but hopefully they'll turn up in the intervening time. They have been tagged on Facebook, so if they're still on Facebook, they should see it. Alright, we got most of the people we need. Please excuse me, I'm just having a bit of the old sneeze. Alright, 2 more and we're good to go. Nay, for bars, we're not going to start with a 6v4, that would be no good at all. 5v5, that's a lot more like it. You can still, as always, come and join in. ESL 123 is the way into the game. Come and show off your skills, your might, test your might. Live on stream. With yours truly, Mr. Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, playing on the canals. Come and have a punt at this game. It was okay. Alright. Who are we gonna play today? Let's try some commander action. Ah, look at me, I have a shield. Alright, let's follow some of our buddies around. Aha, oh boy, with multiple commanders you can form your own phalanx. Let's find out how effective that will be. Shields up, boys, we're going in. Young God, David, you're funny. No, you're funny. Ooh. But thank you for the compliment. That was, I'm sure, well-intentioned, even if I show an inability to accept compliments in any form, any guise. Well, apparently wherever we are is not where the party is at, so let's attempt to find where the party is. Ha-ha! Oh, not over here. Is it behind these green and red boxes? No. I think those are refrigerators. Statue. Aha! We have found ourselves... Oh, hello. Quite what happened there. We found ourselves some schmucks. Let's go and chase after them once more. Dropping down the shield. Where am I getting insta kill from? Oh, that guy. Sometimes it's not that hard to. Sorry, it's not that easy to tell who is on whose team. Kind of what level am I on? I'm not sure offhand. Gaming Grizzly, can you bet money on these semi-finals? I don't believe so. I'm not familiar with any of the gaming betting sites having interest in Modern Combat 5. But I can sure bet that it's gonna be a great semi-finals. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Oh, hello, a bird poops on our windscreen. Get it off. Alright. Aha! My favourite thing about the commander even, is that you can contribute by just getting in the way. Well, they're getting in the way of very many things there. I think I'm going to change out though. I'm going to go for the recon. Zoom! Oh, that was not a good idea. Excuse me while I get trapped behind some boxes. I'm not embarrassed at all. They don't know what you're saying. Oh man, I am not a good shot. Alright, no, hey, we'll try a few more times. I'm finding the I'm not leading enough, I think it's a problem. I'll get there though. Or will I? Oh dear, it's not going very well. I think the blue team are absolutely slaughtering us. Nothing to do with me, of course. Oh dear. Might as well, why is my game not laggy? I don't know. Should it be laggy? Am I missing something there? Hey, I killed someone. And I was, in fact, the last death as well. Yeah, Misa, why? I'm not using anything particularly special here. I'm running Windows 10. And the Windows Store version, so my game shouldn't be any different than your game whatsoever. I think we've actually got a little bit of time before the next one as well, so heck, why not? We only get to do this PC thing once every couple of weeks, so we'll just carry on with another one. I think most people will end up leaving, so there should be space to join in for another one. ESL 123 is the passkey. We'll see where we end up going, either overtime or Scrabble. Yes, overtime. Just pump myself full of some delicious water. And let's get into things once more. So I've got to confuse things by starting up a second custom game immediately after the first one. We'll see if anybody's stuck around, because it's not usually how we do things. Alright. Yes, we'll need a few more players. So I think it's going to take at least a little while before people realise there actually is a second game to take part in. Quick guys, let's hide behind the ferns. They'll never see us here. Nath, Abbas, I'm glad we could have this moment together. Well, while we're waiting for other players to turn up, why don't we have a look around over time and see what's going on here. So, let's see. So overtime is kind of consisting of this kind of wrecked section of the building.
We can do this.
Yes, that is currently, that is unfortunate if people are having trouble with getting their games to run smoothly. Ah. Young God, I would use the shoulder gun, but I feel it's a little bit cheap to use a gun that is literally playing the game for me. That's for me. That feels like that's a step too far. As much as I'm a terrible shot, I don't think I'm going to get a better shot if I let the AI do it for me. Oh, darn it! I did not see them coming at all.
Enemy drone spotted.
Alright, let's try and hang out with a buddy. You'll do, friendo. What do you guys think about Overtime as a map? Is it something you enjoy? Or is there anything you'd like to see added or taken away from it? Oh. Didn't get very well. Okay, I'm gonna think I'm gonna change off that because I'm particularly terrible. Do I have anything else going on? Let's try that. Try the assault. I know I'm not using the same gun that he was doing well. The assault was doing before. Oh man! Can I fit use a sniper bro? You will teach me. All right, teach me, Crank Senpai. You are my only hope. So, if my sniper school training has taught me anything, it's take the high ground. Ooh. Where did I get shot from? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I was not at all covered on the old flank arenas. Oh boy, our team is getting absolutely smashed. I'm not sure I'm the best sniper. I feel like the first step. Young God, I'm not equipped for sniper. What do I need to do to equip for sniper? Oh man. Alright, let's change to Morph. That's kind of semi-similar. I feel like the first thing... Oh, have I not got my armor on for these things? I didn't... Oh, I might not have actually done my armor for all these guys. Hey, I killed someone! Making my way, toys! Alright, I consider this a great achievement. I think for me, a big thing is that my fundamentals are really terrible when it comes to sniping, and I feel like even if I was theoretically a good sniper when it comes to just aiming, I think the fact that I'm in kind of the wrong place a lot of the time. Oh man! I was semi-close. Well, if you guys think that somebody is using some kind of assistance tool, then, eh. It seems like an unnecessary thing to do in a on-stream game. Okay, where's my next victim? I think I'm actually the top scoring player on my team. That's not particularly hard because we all just died over and over and over into Marco. Hey, I got him.
They've called an airstrike.
Well, I think Markel's going to win at this single-handedly. I'm finding it a lot easier to actually put my sights in one place and just wait for the other team to walk, the other guy to walk into it, rather than trying to actively follow it myself. That seems like it's just one less thing to think about.
Almost out of time.
Well, I never. I think my teammate's extremely not pleased with the opponent there, but good job to them.
We won the match.
We win by default. So thank you guys for showing up. We will be heading ourselves to a wee break while we get ready for our next match, which should be coming up soon, so please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Welcome back everyone for our second semi-final of the day. Agent Orange and Cyrus the King. That's right, the King is back, and this time he's called Cyrus. I don't really, honestly, I'm not really sure what that one's really about. But hey, let's not argue with the agents of the Orange, masters to the fruity god of deliciousness. Agent Orange, wow, taking over the entirety of the first part of this game. Fun? I'm assuming that's fun is what they're trying to put across there with their name. 4-0 so far, doing absolute majestic work with the BSW. We'll find Man of War, shoot them right in the spine, and Cyrus the King can only get one kill back into this game. Very, very one-sided so far. Konnichiwa to you too, soldier girl. Fun defending this staircase. Dropping down the bullets. Going to take out Man of War this time in the face rather than in the spine. Making this a death trap for the approach of Cyrus the King. They have got snipers in position, and there we go, with a smiley face able to take out Fun. Perhaps there's a way into it for Cyrus. Looks like the assault has faltered though, as Fun able to get back into commission pretty quickly. Now go up into close quarters, walks right into the entirety of the Cyrus team, and I think maybe goes a little bit further than expected. Yes, we are an international stream gaming grizzly. We also include Kodiak bears and any other kind of bears, polar bears, all the kind of bears. Welcome here. Mizawai, you gotta go. Well, nice to have you along. Sorry to hear that you're having technical problems. As we see Fun trying to find, there we go, find the target. But for all of that, Cyrus the King actually doing pretty well. They've caught up after a huge deficit before. Ghost 007. That's some big shoes to fill there. Some big spectral shoes at least. As Fun gets yet another kill, making his way around the back of the Cyrus lineup. But as I was saying, I'm giving a lot of credit to Cyrus here, who've managed to pull themselves back into this game. They're actually still behind the same amount they were before, but considering how bad the game was looking to start off with, then I don't know. Map gonna get tagged. We'll have a target coming in. The BSW reload is enough to get them one kill, but Dr. Neo will trade it back. Cyrus the King actually going pretty even. DJ Gamer 321, yes, Jose has answered on Facebook, and I've noted down their details, so thank you, Jose, for that. Took a little while, but we did get there eventually. I do like being able to tag people. I think it makes life a lot easier, certainly on the Facebook page. There we go. The old smiley face, or kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what expression that really is. Coming around the side, gets a nice melee kill onto Mav, but will get taken down in return. Agent Orange looking extremely good here as they try and accelerate things towards the late game. Let's see if we can bring ourselves some different players. As we've got the upper layers going to be swarmed by Cyrus the King. They're not managing to hold their ground super well though. At least not as of yet. Who else can we get? Who else is on the menu? We've got a good overview of the lobby here. As we have got Cyrus the King kind of taking over the bottom floors. But it's not, unfortunately, not as rewarding for them as it kind of needs to be. Oh, I think my camera's got a bit stuck. Let me see if I can... There we go. Alright, Man of War, we saw before getting shot quite a lot. Has got that thermal scope though, that's pretty fancy. Thermal scope being a big deal last week on stream. Hey DJ Gamer 321, oh you're a young god. Well, it's always confusing to keep track of everybody's names on different platforms when they have completely different usernames in different places. Agents Orange. The Oranges and Lemons certainly have a name that is hard to forget though. rocking up towards that grand score of 50, picking up 3 in a row. Rolling it right over Cyrus the King, who have put up a good fight later on in the game, but I would have loved to have seen this from Cyrus the King earlier. Perhaps Agent Orange just were able to sweep Cyrus the King off their feet in the early going, and they never quite managed to recover. But we've got good scoring players. Ali Riza HSH, and if you take fun out of the equation, that's actually a very, very even match. It ends up 12 in the favour of Agent Orange, but that's not as much as you might expect for a team that has a 31 kill player. Fun going absolutely crazy bonkers in that last game. But I remain hopeful that we can see some of the potential of Cyrus the King. Will they be dethroned? We'll find out next game coming up. Let us return once more for our second semi-final game. Agent Orange managed to win out game 1 pretty comfortably. Cyrus the King have a lot to prove. Now we head on to Scramble. We'll see this time round if we're going to have the kind of very top-heavy score we've had in a lot of the previous games of today's ESL tournament. We'll see though if one of the Cyrus the King members leaving. I think that's still gonna leave in place at least this particularly jolly fella, who was one of the top scorers from last time round. I appreciate you guys in the YouTube chat, very passionate about Modern Combat 5. But please be nice to one another. There's no need to get feisty. Leave that to the guys playing on stream. Cyrus the King have managed to get through the whole of the first minute without giving up a kill onto Agent Orange despite being down a member. So that's honestly kind of cool. Let's see what's going on the Agent Orange side of things, which seems to at the moment just be perhaps a little bit of indecision about where they're going to go and make their first move. You like to see fun, bruv? Let's see. Well, certainly Fun did do extremely well last time around, so let's drop in on them and see what they're doing. So far, ooh, it has fired 5 times and hit 0 of them. Not so high of the accuracy this time round. Agent Orange feel a lot less confident as a team, though, at the moment I say that. They pick up 3 kills for themselves, so perhaps the game is going pretty much as they wanted it to. Excuse me. Now Agent Orange have got the lead score-wise. Fun and the rest of the Agent team able to stay very far back and force the Cyruses to come in to their firing lines to get cut down as they do. 5th member of the Cyrus the King going to be coming back into circulation, but it may well be too late. Agent Orange in exactly the position they want to be. Now can transition to the heavy trading style, which they seem to favour once they have secured that early lead. And what an early lead it is. Not even 3 minutes in and already ahead by 10. Particularly notable is that Cyrus the King have not really managed to get out of the blocks at all as of yet. Fun looking for one more target. And Ghost walks right into that BSW. Guys on YouTube, I can see that you're still having the old fighting. Don't let me... Well, if that's still going on by the end of this game, I'm going to have to start throwing out some timeouts for you guys. Just bear in mind, you guys have got a lot more in common than you might think. So, you don't need to fight. Hey, wada wada. As I said, Cyrus the King and Agent Orange hopefully doing enough fighting for everybody. Fun 4-on-1 so far, actually being a little bit eclipsed by Reviver. But there's no change in strategy for Agent Orange so far. Fun ducking and diving around the place. Cyrus the King put in the unenviable position of trying to break through and access the squishy underbelly of the Agent Orange team. Ghost does actually manage to get a kill onto Fun, as does Ali Reza as well. I don't know, certainly the slow pace of the game at the moment, which seems to have kind of really revolved around these choke points, seems to be favouring Agent Orange pretty darn heavily. The Reviver firing from inside the house. He's playing it relatively safe, though Ali Reza does still get the kill across. We're in the kind of same situation as before, where Cyrus the King, once they found their feet in the game, seems to be able to keep more or less trading relatively equally, like as in the difference between the teams stays relatively consistent. Whether that's due to Cyrus the King kind of becoming more comfortable as the game goes on, or a change in strategy from Agent Orange playing more aggressively. It's a little hard to say. What do you reckon, guys? Is Agent Orange just playing more fast and loose because they want to accelerate the end of the game? Or is Cyrus the King doing something a little bit differently? Certainly, Agent Orange, it's working out pretty darn well for them. We're expecting to see more trade kills coming across, but instead, Agent Orange are actually just massacring Cyrus the King. I think Cyrus have got multiple members with connection issues, which I can't imagine is improving their chances. They have had, I think, it might even be their best two players have dropped out. Ali Reza is stepping into the breach a little bit as Ghost comes around the side looking for a target. Will manage to take out Fun. But at this point, I think it is just for pride on the part of the Cyrus team. Agent Orange very much have secured their grand final spot. And with that, we will be doing our Mob Crush giveaway winner as well, or at least drawing of them. So do get your final entries in on Mob Crush as we watch the closing moments, the last 40 seconds of our last PC semi-final of the day. Fun getting a nice couple of kills in there before things are put to bed for good. Ali Reza gets one more, but will be the final casualty for Cyrus the King. We have to bid adieu to them, though. Good on their part to make it all the way to the semi-finals. Agent Orange go into our grand finals with a heck of a lot of momentum. Very, very impressive play from them. Fun did end up that one with a pretty darn good record. 18-7. The Reviver and Johnson both did impressive work as well. We'll be keeping an eye on them in our grand finals itself. Best of 5 coming up. Right. So on Mob Crush, let's draw our winner over there. Our Mob Crush winner will be, let's just switch back to the main screen while we sort that out. Blue Mirage. Blue Mirage, if you are still around, if you could pop your details in to Mob Crush. That's Blue Mirage, the Mob Crush winner of the day. Please do stay tuned. We have got our grand finals coming up as Agent Orange, who we just saw win out there, go up against France's Legend Never Dies. Alright guys, while we are waiting for our grand finals between Agent Orange and Legend Never Dies to begin, why don't we mess around ourselves a little bit on the stream while we've got the chance. ESL 123 is your passkey to fame and fortune. While this is going on, the YouTube giveaway, as a lot of you guys have realised, is in progress with hashtag finals. A single entry is all you need to enter. Entering a multiple times will not increase your chances. But what can increase your chances of getting picked up for a team is coming and playing some team battle on conversion with Lil Ol' Me. So please do come and show your skills before we get the grand final underway. Probably will go straight through the final without any breaks after that. So this will be your last chance to show what you're made of. Is it toffee, or is it something a little bit tougher? I'll keep spamming the global chat as well to see if we can get some more people in. But get in while you can. As always, you can join in once the game is underway. We probably will start before we have a completely full lobby, just because we're going to have to abandon ship if and when the grand finals do get into place. If you see them around, as always, it's Soldier Girl and Winter working the admin side of things today, so please do show them some appreciation if you happen to come across them in the chat or elsewhere for all the work they do behind the scenes to make sure these tournaments do go ahead as smoothly as is possible. Apparently our final is almost ready, so we'll get underway as soon as we've got 3 on each side here and let people join as and when they can. Alright, Shazam! You can still join in while it's in progress. But I want to make sure we put at least something on stream before we have to go to our actual best of 5 finals ourselves. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, we have got our pass key for the grand finals. So, unfortunately, guys, it hasn't quite worked out the way which I wanted to. Blue Mirage, if I can remind you to please post on Mob Crush with your details, just so I can confirm it's you. Because it has been known that people will try and imitate other people to claim their credits, so for the sake of making sure that your credits are going to the right person, please do post on there. But the credits will be sent to you directly, so don't worry about that. And, well, you're doing quite well in this game. It's a shame I'm going to have to leave. Oh well, never mind. Alright guys, we will be back with that grand finals between Agent Orange and Legend Never Dies coming your way extremely soon. Alright. Let's get things started. Agent Orange versus Legend Never Dies. Agent Orange on the blue, Legend Never Dies over on the red. Agent Orange from the UK, Legend from France. Streets will be our first port of call. And just as Gamer101 is saying, who are you guys supporting in this grand finals? I feel like both of these teams have been very dominant. It's a little tough to tell when you have two dominant teams going up against one another how it's going to play out. Fun. We certainly expect big things from, and will land that first kill. But I think this is kind of going to be more of a unfamiliar environment for both of these teams, because they are both proven themselves extremely effective during this tournament. I don't know if they'll be able to roll over, or if there's any way for them to kind of roll over teams the same way they've been doing it to others. And as far as what that means, as far as the game goes, I guess we'll see if, for example, Fun continues to do well, or perhaps things will be a little bit different this time round. Legend Never Dies do have the 1 kill advantage, and thusly Agent Orange are forced out onto the field. They can't play defensively and reasonably expect to get more kills. They are sending out, looks their number 3 and number 2. Mavum going to be the one heading out into the field to try and snipe away that kill to at least equalize the numbers. Reviver taking a shot at their teammate there. Perhaps they know something that I don't. But the ball very much in Agent Orange's court. See what they're going to do here. Shapeshifter covering the entrance. I think maybe anticipating that one or another member of Legend Never Dies might poke their head out to try and pick up further kills, but that seems like a very risky strategy on their part. Shapeshifter will at least have their teammates' backs, but I don't know if Legend Never Dies are going to oblige them. A booty goes in and got Johnset with a very nice snapfire there to make Legend Never Dies even more comfortable in their current hyper-defensive posture. The Porcupine has worked so many times before. We've seen a lot of teams trying to get very creative to try and find a way around it. Born to Kill gets another kill. Finally, Agent Orange get one of their own. But Born to Kill and James Wilson both keep the pressure on. Legend Never Dies in the perfect position right now. Now have a huge cushion of kills to work with. If a rush in by Agent Orange goes even just a little bit wrong, Legend Never Dies will stay in the lead. DJ Gamer 321, you reckon it's going to be Agent Orange? Well, so far Legend Never Dies are looking extremely strong. Let's drop in on Shapeshifter, who just took out a chopper and a booty. The big names from the previous games aren't performing in the same way that they have before. Let's see, it's going to be Born to Kill. See if we can find them. As the airstrike comes in, Born to Kill gets a sniper shot, and Shapeshifter out with that airstrike in one fell swoop. Legend Never Dies looking exceptional here, completely taking over the game. So if we look over the central area, get ourselves a bit of an idea of the sight lines the players are working with. As the push comes in from Agent Orange, it's going to get cut down though by the just nest of snipers over here, which are, I think, just too much to deal with. A booty, 1 of 4. Now 2 and 4 at least gets something for the Agent Orange team, but Legend Never Dies doing just crazy good stuff right now. I will see if there's any way which we can get across to some of those top performers. Fun starting to catch up a little bit, but I think spending so much time dead, they're not really getting the level of impact we've seen from them in previous matches. Mab gets a kill onto a booty. But very quickly, Legend Never Dies are running right up that score table, looking to get those 50 points in very, very quick time. I think we may even have over a minute left on the clock when this one is put to bed. Best of 5 means that after this, Legend Never Dies will only need to win 2 more times to become our champions of the day. Alright, so Born to Kill and Popeye both extremely impressive. John Parker doing 7-1 as well. Actually might have a better kill to death ratio. Really, really impressive performances on the top half of Legend Never Dies. Certainly living up to the name. TJ Gamer, you've been made a believer as well. I think perhaps by the end of the night we'll all be believers in Legend Never Dies. The team from France really showing up and showing us what they're capable of. But still, we have got at least 2 more games coming your way, so please do stay tuned and we'll be back with those games as soon as they're ready. Welcome back, everyone, for our next game between Legend Never Dies and Agent Orange. Legend pretty impressive in our first game, almost shutting Agent Orange out entirely. Can they do it again in game number 2? First blood goes to Born to Kill. Agent Orange starting out this game to the way they want to be able to recover some of their nerve after that pretty thorough game 1 loss. But already Legend Never Dies have earned their way through the fans. We'll see if that persists as Agent Orange pick up a second kill for themselves. Legend Never Dies at least trade one back. See how the rest of it goes though. Let's see, sorry, just a second. Yes, I do apologise. I'm just going to get that swapped over. Because I had them the wrong way around. How silly of me. I knew that there was something a bit weird going on. I started seeing some of the names I expected to see on opposite sides from each other. They didn't swap sides at all. In fact, Agent Orange are still over the blue. Legend Never Dies over in the red. Do apologise. Let's get things back on the right track as Legend Never Dies look to replicate their Game 1 performance. Going up in score dramatically, very, very quickly. Born to Kill was the one to get the first blood in this game. And is also dishing out a fair share of hurt themselves. You see Madara here, rocking the BSW, trying to get some long range support down for the rest of the team. But it's not happening so far. Johnson, nice kill on a booty there, catching them traveling across. But 3 more kills coming for Legend Never Dies, accelerating matters dramatically. Here we go. Born to Kill is our MVP of today. I think a little caught off guard by that jump across, but a very risky maneuver from the Agent Orange. Yes, Crank, thank you. I have updated the UI. I can only apologise for that. I don't quite know how I managed to get those two confused, but that has all been sorted out, so everybody's on the right side. Legend Never Dies. Honestly, looks to be closing out this game in record time. Born to Kill, Abudi, and John Parker all getting kills for themselves. Only 3 separate Legend Never Dies for closing out this match before we've even hit the halfway mark time-wise, which is just crazy. Born to Kill and Abudi get the last 2 kills in. Legend Never Dies absolutely roll over Agent Orange there. I don't even know what happened, but apparently we found out what happens when you have the immovable object run into the irresistible force. Something's got to give. Legend Never Dies looking incredible right now. We've got at least 1 more match between these guys, but I don't know about Agent Orange's chances. It's been 2 games and 2 astounding performances from the Legends. Let's see if they can do it one more time. Game 3 coming up. Once more, dear friends, we take to the rooftops for our third and easily could be our final game of our grand finals. Agent Orange stand on the precipice with 2 games in hand for Legend Never Dies and an incredibly dominant performance from them in both games 1 and 2. Agent Orange from the UK are in a heck of a lot of trouble going up against the French team. Legend Never Dies. Ibrahim Biramek, unfortunately I don't have any information about any upcoming updates, but keep your eye on the Facebook page and Twitter. That as soon as information is available, it will go out on there. So, let's get down to things. Rooftops has started off with the Legends in pretty good control of Agent Oranges. The agents of the orange variety are doing pretty well for themselves as well. Not falling behind as dramatically as before, but still, Popeye doing some pretty nasty work so far. The standout player on the rooftops with that BSW 8 and 1 so far. That kill death ratio is crazy. Is also going to come into the back of the team. Manages to get a shot off of the Johnset before being cut down. Agent Orange though, for the first time in a while, are within reach of catching up on Legend Never Dies. Still, the individual performances are impressive. A Booty getting the job done. Popeye still going to be incredibly strong. Though we can see that Fun has got a decent amount of kills of their own. We'll see if we can find them. As Fun actually takes down Popeye. Let's see if we can jig the camera around a bit. See if we can get it to behave itself. Nope. Oh gosh. Oh, there we can see Agent Orange picking up at least a kill or 2 of their own. While I see if I can get the camera to behave. There we go. Born to kill. Jumping over the side with the rest of the team. Going to run smack dab into the faces of Agent Orange. Looking to try and force through some kills here. A knife to the face is always a good way to get Legends Never Die even further ahead. It's looking like it's going to be another game just like before, where we're seeing the kill limit reached way before the halfway mark. Legend Never Die is just putting on an absolute clinic, and how not to only just win a game of Modern Combat 5, but to do it in record time. Born to kill, takes out Mav with the knife, and just like that, it's over. Legend Never Dies not only 3-0 their finals, they do it in an incredibly short amount of time, and they will become our champions of the day. So just going to update that on stream. Let's take a quick look across the players. So, Fun doing some pretty nice work, but taking a lot of deaths at the same time. But John Parker, Popeye, Born to Kill, all with exceptional performances. Scar as well, 8 and 3, nothing to sniff at all. But that will be our final game of PC Modern Combat 5. We have in 3.5 hours got the first iOS tournament of the day coming up. But for now, we need to do our giveaway draw on the old YouTube. So I hope you guys have got all of your entries in. So, our YouTube winner will be Gamer101. Please post your dog tag and platform. So Gamer101, if you are still around, if you just post your dog tag and your platform, you will be in receipt of 400 credits. They normally take about 2 or 3 weeks to arrive. There's been a bit of a delay on them recently because the person who processes it has been away ill, but they should be back in pretty darn soon. Either way around, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and seeing a really incredible performance from Legend Never Die, or Legend Never Die rather. I'm very much looking forward to see what they can do in our next PC tournament. That will be in 2 weeks. But for now, please do come back and join us for iOS action. I've been Peter Counterfeit Harnell. You can find me on Facebook and on the old Twitteroos at CounterfeitCast. Of course, don't forget to like the Modern Combat 5 page and all that goodness to keep it going. And for now, we'll be saying goodnight. Gamer 101, I'll be looking out for your details in the chat. And we'll see you in just 3.5 hours.